Our next educational moment is all about how to grow our club membership. And I want to talk about something before we get into that. As I've gone into Toastmasters these last few years, I understand that we become Toastmasters, we learn all these things about running a meeting, being a better person, and learning how to speak in public, which gives us confidence, And I think speaking is the mechanism to building our confidence. So it's a tool within Toastmasters. It's once we have that confidence, we can accomplish anything we want in life. And I bring this up because as we all look for new members in our clubs, I know that's the #1 issue in every club, membership. As we look for it, we have to remind those people who are visiting, hey, we're going to help you, the new member, become more confident and accomplish the things that you want in life. That's the real goal of Toastmasters, not to be a great public speaker, but to gain that confidence. And as David Hosmer says every other day, I talk to him on the phone, he goes, I'm trying to build a better you, please work on it. That's what he says to me all the time. Our next presenter is our current Club Growth Director. You've already met her. Kathy Hughes is our Founders District Club Growth Director and a passionate advocate of healthy and vibrant Toastmaster clubs. She's been a Toastmaster for 11 years, and that time earned DTMs in the Legacy program and in Pathways. Along the journey, she has served the district as Area and Division Director, Successful Club Coach, Club Chair, Club Coach Chair, Club Extension Chair, and today she will share the secrets of growing your club membership. Please welcome the amazingly talented and knowledgeable and witty Kathy Hughes.
I am passionate about growing club membership, and I think that brings up a number of questions in people's minds. What's in it for the club? Why do you want to grow your club membership? What's in it for your existing members? What do they gain by having new members in the club? And how do you become effective at being a great membership growth advocate? It comes down to a 5-letter word. And if you're on mute, you can come off mute, or anybody in the room that has an idea. What's that 5-letter word?
Value.
Yay! All right, we got the winner. We don't have a prize, but good job. Value. When you are a member of a club that has a great culture of membership growth within the club, your individual members are receiving value in a number of ways, because that's why they're still renewing members. When a club is vibrant, when a club is healthy, the members are receiving value in the form of their educational awards, their communication skill. They're receiving value in their leadership growth, because that's another measurement of your success in Toastmasters. They're receiving the value of the supportive and encouraging environment, the social aspect of the club. And lastly, without events such as we're having here today, recognition is part of the value. That's how we reward the members that have worked so hard at achieving those values through the Pathways educational program and all the things you do in your club leadership, in your district leadership. It goes on and it pays you back tenfold. And that's why the existing members exude the energy, and I hope they do, because I know I'm looking at a lot of great clubs out here on the Zoom call and in the room here. If you are demonstrating in your club meeting all of those ways that your members are achieving value, and you have a guest show up maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5 or 10 show up in your meeting. If every member on your virtual meeting or in your face-to-face meeting is showing the value that they are deriving from their educational goals that they're achieving and their social friendliness, supportiveness, that's what a guest is looking for. Do I want to join this club? If these members are achieving their value, I will too. Well, that's the kind of a exciting meeting that Jean Cassidy talked about, with the enthusiasm and the energy. And, you know, the value for Toastmasters, we all acknowledge it's the best bang for the buck out there for an educational program, but it helps members conquer their fears, build communication and leadership skills, and build that much needed confidence to go out into the world and take what they learned through Toastmasters, bring it to their personal life, their professional life. Maybe there are other volunteer organizations that they belong to, because it just keeps paying forward. And as an existing member, aren't you excited to share that kind of benefit that you derive from Toastmasters with other people? So if you do, then you're bringing those guests into the meeting, your friends, your relatives, your coworkers. If everybody brings one person to the meeting, you are going to grow your club and have a culture in your club of continual membership growth. The value of Toastmasters, and this is straight out of the Navigator Guide for Pathways, but a club meeting isn't structured like a classroom with an instructor. Instead, it's a supportive group environment where people with diverse skills and backgrounds come together to practice those skills and exchange valuable feedback with each other. And that's something to be proud of and to pass on. But as a club member in an existing club, what do you personally gain from being able to grow your club membership, adding those +4 and +4 members every year to keep that growth at a consistent level? Well, the new members, when they come into your club, bring a lot of new energy and enthusiasm. And going back to Jean's talk earlier today, energy and enthusiasm keeps people coming back to your club. But the new members bring that different energy, and they bring not only their new perspectives and their new speech topics, because let's face it, we've all been in a club meeting where we hear the same person kind of speaking on a really regular basis. And, you know, I've heard that speech. Yeah, I heard that speech. Or this is another version of the same thing. We want to hear those new stories, because doesn't everybody love that when a new member joins your club and you get to hear those new perspectives? But one thing the member of the existing club also gains is coming back to the leadership experience in Toastmasters. New members need mentors. So by new members joining your clubs, you have that opportunity to assign mentors of the existing club members, and that's a growth opportunity for the existing members. So that's how new members really help existing members of a club. Not to mention the leadership growth for brand new members. And this is an important thing, and I wanted to address this because oftentimes I belong to, I think, 8 clubs at the end of September. I've since reduced that count a little bit, but I've been in a lot of different clubs where the members that are serving as club officers, you could look at this year's list and last year's list and the year before and the year before, And you see the same names, just maybe rotated a little bit. That's not healthy for your club because you're doing a disservice to the fact that leadership skills learned as a club officer is one of the values of Toastmaster, because it all comes back to value. You are helping these people succeed beyond the Toastmasters Club meeting and take it forward into their personal and professional lives. So it's very, very important to get new members into club officer roles. Maybe they're not ready at the beginning. That's why they've got mentors within the club. And that's very important. But even if they're not ready to step up and be your club president or your vice president of education, bring them in on a committee, maybe the educational committee or the PR membership committee. You can bring people in and they can kind of shadow the existing VP PR or the existing VPE. And then next year, they're ready to dive in for that role because it's about succession planning then. And see how great it is to bring in new members and get new ideas in your executive committee. So that we talked about the educational value, the communication value that they get by really being able to have that supportive feedback that comes out of every Toastmasters meeting through the Pathways program, and the leadership value that people have by serving as club officers or maybe future district officers. But the next area of value is why we're here today, is recognition of member and club achievements. Within your club meeting, certainly if you're online or if you're meeting personally, there are ways to recognize members who've achieved Pathways completions. You can show the certificate. You can show a ribbon, a picture of a ribbon on a screen, or if you're in person, physically hand these out. You want to also recognize people that have made the really major accomplishments, like earning their DTM. Norm and Stephanie just stood up here a minute ago to get recognized. And to get your DTM, you do have to have a lot of friends. And that's part of what Toastmasters is about. You know, we're Toastmasters is about. We are a group of supportive, positive, encouraging people that all want each other to succeed. And that's how we get through something like a DTM. Make a special recognition for that. Make it personal. You know, I like the little bios that we talked about when Julie recognized all of our DTMs and talked a little bit about each person. Make it personal. And then celebrate things that are special for the club, anniversaries, with a very great themed party for the club. Something that is a little bit like an open house. You could even mix it with an open house. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about some recognition of some clubs that have added 5 or more members since the beginning of the Toastmaster year. And if I may, I want to read very quickly. There are 13 clubs that are going to be recognized with a webcam to add to your hybrid meeting toolbox. These clubs, in no particular order, are English as a Second Language Toastmasters Club, who added 5 new members. Wow. SoCal English Mandarin Bilingual Toastmasters added 6 new members. Crown Castle, that club was going to be dead. They added 16 members back. So Civil Speakers Toastmasters Club added 5. Smedley Chapter 1 Advanced added 6. Surf City Speak and Lead added 8. OC Project Masters Toastmasters Club added 10 since July 1. Edwards Life Sciences, Irvine Toastmasters, added 6. Pacific Life Toastmasters spouted out, added 13 members. Toastmasters Club, David, I got your webcam for your club. 5 new members. J. Breck Toastmasters, 8 new members. The Gavaliers with 6. And lastly, Tongue Tamers Club by adding 6 new members. Congratulations. All your webcams. If you're here today, I've got them with me. If you're here today and you belong to the club, if you're a club officer, I can get that to you right away. Others, I might have to mail them out to you. So in summary, the value is what helps us grow our Toastmasters clubs. The value that we get in the education and the leadership, in the social aspect, the camaraderie and the support of our members that are all in it to help each other. And the recognition that we give, that's how we all get paid. And especially as club growth director, my salary is exactly 0. So I get paid with recognition and I love it. And I think you do too. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.